Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our neighborhood, Grass Valley, Nevada City, Penn Valley, North San Juan, Auburn, Sac, and so on, Lake Tahoe, Nevada County, Yo County, my county, all the counties. Shouts out to the whole world, the entire universe. Tonight is a Rest in Peace podcast episode and a shout out to all of our lost ones, to remember them, to let them know we love them and ain't forgot about them. Now bear with me, this is a very long list. I don't want to leave no one out. I'm all alone on this episode tonight, y'all. It may be rough, but I got to do this, so let me get this done. Forgive me if I mess anything up, leave anyone out. Nothing but respect and love. So here we go. This is a long list. Got to start somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. So let me get to it. First of all, we have all lost a lot of folks in our life. I know I have. A lot of friends, family, and I think that the most saddest part about this list is majority of them all died at a young age due to drugs, alcohol, accidents, and it'll blow you away. Like I said, forgive me. I may go all over the place, and I don't want to leave nobody out, and I'm sure I will. I'm sure there's more, and I'll get back to it. I'll do another episode. We can't leave nobody out. So here we go. First of all, I'd like to say rest in peace to my grandparents. My Grandma Lucy, Grandpa Don, Grandma Jen, Grandpa Les, Grandma Nan, Grandpa Fred. Whew. You know, I may get emotional. I feel like I've already lost my mom. And, you know, 'cause anyways, you know, life, you know, there's life, in life, there's life, and then there's death, and it happens to us all. It happens to us all. And, wow. Okay, here we go. So, rest in peace to Derek Marinaguera, Deshaun, Sal, Katie, Uncle Bruce, Chris Martinez, Tobin Adams, Aunt Cynthia, Jimmy Beard, Billy Beard, Joel Wagner, Isaiah Marsh, Antoinette, Larry Cooper, Jess Jacob, Callie Johnson, Keith Wilson, Justin Pearson, Jess Jacob, Paul Lotz, Deanna Pinto, Raquel Laramere. Forgive me if I'm saying these names wrong. A lot of these people I know. A lot of these people I don't know. I've gathered a pretty big list here. Greg Carmichael, Joe Krempel, Laura Berger, Darren Horn, Matthew Francis, Justin Pearson, James Fagan, Evan Brown, Brian Wilkins, Nate Purcell, Bo Foster, Crystal Grocky, Billy Hennifer, brother, Garlic, Nick Catlett, Levi Rist, Jason Pinedo, Adam Strain, Brian Sharp. See here, Bumchuck, a.k.a. Charles, Jacob Bissett, Matt Mendola, Peter Palmieri, Chad Thompson, Christopher Kangas, Luke Roberts, Stephanie Hens, Chad Feuder, Evita's mother, Dee Dee, her dad, Merv P., Uncle Chris, her dog, Coco, Chris Bomar. We got Janelle, Alicia's sister, Corey Wood, Dale Patton, Christopher Kangas, Chris Scott, Camille, Bruce Craig, Ronald Bissett's brother, Damon Connor, Aubrey Grace, Daniel Early, Daniel Allen, Betty Peterson, Walker Price, Daryl Tripp, Jared White, Brandon Cooner, Bruce Craig, Travis Jasper, Travis Consoli, Warren Johnson, Reggie McDaniel, Ricky Bonilla. You know, I'm going to come back to all these names. I got a long list, y'all. I got to keep going. And you know, this isn't the best presentable way, but I got to do this. Nick Underwood, Joe Ford, David Santos, Dennis Patton, Greg Piska, Dirty, Joe Petty, David Munoz, Lugnut, Lobo, Alden Kim, Emilio Lozada, Donna Champeau, Mike Bond, Matt Paleo, Scott Rideout, Gavin Brantley, Grant Bandy, Nate Gilbert, Jordan Rose, Ricky Lynn, Haas, Stu Stewart, Hugh, Jesse Perky, Jordan Rose, Ricky Lynn, Josh Ortiz, Chris Scott, Jason Vian, Tyler Leal, Nathan Prout, Janice Nyholm, Warren Johnson, Ryan Starwalt, Aaron Pratt, Tammy Reynolds, Harry Peterson, Gene Elliott, Rob Fellhopper, Paul Scott, Aaron John, oh my God, Eileen Pelt, DJ Ferguson, PJ Thompson, Matt Richards, Dustin Kirk, Derek Snelling, Dean Patton, Justin Johnson, Dupree Jr., Amy Flexsteiner, Jason Flexsteiner, Jerry Ledbetter, Tina Knight, Bev Sample, Vincent Stephen Homestead, Lauren Beardsley, Sean Gibbons, Johnny Soto, Jake Gates' sister Danelle and his dad, Josh Cass, Tyler Lill, Jillian Morin, Larry Terrones, Ron Hall Jr., Leslie Elias, Chad Bomar, Lauren Bottomley, Ben Gloff, Johnny Fructose, Mark Bovenkamp, Logan Stratemeyer, Mike Mack, Toby Montgomery, Robert Taylor, Nancy Downs, Matthew Richards, Margine, Lori Palacio, Bobby Rist, Levi Rist, Lee Thompson, Larry Hensley, Josh Proud, Josh Johnston, John Johnston, Pam Beck, Paul Scott, Pete Vedonic, Mama Melon, Philip, Dave, Goose B, Robert Forbes, Robert Taylor, Ron Hall Jr., Sharon Brady, Sean Callahan, Skip Jones, Pops, Papa Joe, Linares, Pete Drainville, Peter Durkin, Ralph Fletcher, Rob Mason, Robert McGrath, Roger Elliott, Scott Burnett, Sharon Davis, Sean West, Tammy Oliver, Tommy G, Travis Lewis, Trevor Downs, a.k.a. Irish, Wesley Newell, Thea Stratton, Tony Torres, Travis Pate. Holy shit. Chad Thompson. Fuck. Man, that's a lot of people, and I'm not even done. Chris Martinez, Uncle Bruce, Tobin Adams. Man, you know, I'm gonna get this list rounded up even better. I know that I've left out a lot. I know there's a lot more people that I'm either forgetting or, man, I'm kind of shooken up. I've been thinking about you know, all the recovery stuff, all the, you know, all the drug use, alcohol use, driving unsafe, all the different things that, you know, most of these people that I just named off died at an early age. You know, so we want to talk about preventing these types of things from happening. You know, we want to live a full life. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to live till humans live till they're at least 100. If you're lucky, older than that. Usually 80s, 90s, 100, you know, depending on your health. Just let's think about this. There's just so many people that we've lost. And these aren't people that died of old age. These are our friends. These are our friends we grew up with in high school and grade school and knew really well. You know, friends, family members gone. Now, I named off some folks that passed away, you know, at an older age, could have lived longer. But man, a lot of people dead from drugs, alcohol, and accidents and crashing. And it's sad. It's real sad. And I want to get into a couple things. You know, this all ties in with getting help, mental health, with drugs and alcohol and you name it. But there's a lot of other things going on too out there right now. I'm hearing about a lot of violence, you know, and I'm no angel. I sit before you humbled and embarrassed to say that I've been in fights when I was younger, and even, you know, in my adult life. And there's nothing good about fighting, you guys. You can really hurt somebody. You know, you could get hurt. You could hurt somebody. You could ruin someone's life. You could ruin your own. Not just drugs and alcohol, but violence. I'm hearing all this crap, and it's really a hard one for me because, I never believed in jumping anybody. I never believed in kicking somebody when they were down. I never understood any of that. My dad didn't raise me to be like that. He didn't even want me to fight, Anyhow, so it's really hard for me to just start lecturing people, pointing fingers at people, getting upset with people. Although it's upsetting to me and others as well. There's a lot of bullshit violence going on. And a lot of, all my friends and buddies, we've all grown up. We got kids of our own. And now we're getting to see our kids, or these youngsters, experience life, girlfriends getting in trouble, vaping, all these different things that the world has to offer for you to ruin your life with. Pick up drugs, alcohol, whatever. And it's like, we've grown up, matured, we got kids of our own. And thank God us survivors, the ones that have survived all the crazy things that we've done or been through, thank God we're still alive. And, it's just, it's not worth it. It's not worth all these messed up things. There's so many other good things in life. Man, I got so many things to say all at once. I'm trying to just look. For example, it's just hard for me to start lecturing people. And, you got to approach people with love, with kindness, some way to reach them. You ain't going to reach people the wrong way. And I hope that any of the homies listening, the young homies listening, all the youngsters out there, just listen, man. We're not going to put up with this shit, No, there's going to be consequences for, jumping people. And, you could seriously injure someone. The fighting's, it's not a good thing, especially when there's alcohol involved, because then you don't know what you're doing. You could hurt somebody even worse. And there's ways to go about fighting if you really, really feel you have to. You put on the gloves, see who, take it out the right way. Just look, man, I'm disgusted with what I'm hearing. And I'm really grateful that my son has not been a part of any of this. And I've been having talks with my son, and he's a good kid, you know what I mean? And he's in football in high school, and I want him to continue to do good and stay out of trouble and get good grades and get a good career one day and live a happy life. Because, no one's happy when they're broke and they can't get a job because you got a record, because you got all this stuff on your record from. It's just like, please, I just wish you guys would listen to me. I mean, I've gotten in trouble for so many things in my life and experienced so many things. I don't even know how I've survived all the things that I've been through. I really, really don't. And, I got to find a way to reach you guys, because jumping people ain't it. Getting into going to parties, thinking you're all tough. And you girls too. These girls are jumping girls in the bathroom at school. Kids are coming to school and jumping kids at school and giving kids concussions. People are getting jumped on Halloween. Man, I know some of you you kids out there participating in this. I'm going to be having a talk with your dad and your mom, okay? You know, we're going to figure some sort of solution out in this. And it's not just in this town, it's everywhere. And, you know, it's worse other places. And we don't want it to start leading to, like, gun violence or, I mean, look it. Before you know it, people could end up dying from stuff like that. You know? We gotta make sure that the parents are involved. When I say this, we all gotta get involved and start talking to these kids, reaching these kids, you know, pinpoint the ones doing it, pull them aside, and put the fear of God in them. Because I'll tell you what, somebody ever jumped one of my kids, you know, let's just not even go there. So, you know, it's like, again, it's hard for me to say, you guys, you know, partying and all that stuff, because I partied and I did all these crazy things, and I've done so many crazy things. But I just wish you guys would learn from my mistakes. I really do. I feel like I'm going to I know I got to find a way to reach you guys, and you girls, because you're going to pull your head out of your ass one of these days. It's not going to be fun partying and all these things you do when you're young. I get it. You know, all of us parents worry about our kids because we love you. We love you. I mean, we love you more than our lives itself. We'd do anything. I know there's some shitty parents out there. And I know there's some shitty parents out there that condone bad stuff. But, you know, we all got to stick together on this. It's getting out of hand. And I mean, from the violence, the drugs, the alcohol, all of it. I mean, you know, I apologize to those of you that hear me talking this positive stuff and go, oh, look at you, or you should be the one to talk. Well, you know what? At least I know raw experience what I'm talking about. So this ain't no bullshit. I mean, I'm not bullshitting nobody. And I know that most of you can agree with me, you know, that you love your loved ones. And if one of them died from fentanyl or crashed their car drunk, killed some other people or just themselves, I mean, we all care about our people, right? So if you care about your people, you got to say something. You got to do something. It's not easy. None of this shit is easy. I want to get pissed off about certain things. And then I find myself in the position I'm in going, hey, think about it before you say things. You got to think. I got to think before I say stuff. Because I'm not perfect. I'm no angel. I've been in a lot of trouble. I've been in trouble before, and as a kid, young adult, as an adult. I mean, look, you know, I have to become the one to share all my, you know, ugliness with you guys. For example, DUIs. I got a DUI on Christmas. Not, you know, years back, but I got a DUI on Christmas. And, you know, I've went to jail on Christmas. Anyways, like, I could have died or killed somebody, you know? Like, that was pretty shitty. And now I got these DUIs on my record. I got these charges on my record from all these things that I've done. And you know what? Every single thing that I've ever been in trouble for was alcohol related. And I'm ashamed to say that, so many different nights, days, waking up the next day embarrassed of what I've done and could have done so much worse. Just lucky to have, like, survived it, or, you know, you would think you would learn from it. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done. Not drinking or being surrounded by alcoholics or people that do drugs. It's out there. You know, drugs, alcohol, all these bad things, getting into a car drunk, and you could kill yourself. I don't know how many times I got to say this, but you guys, all you youngsters have a chance right now to kind of just listen to stories like this, or elders or other people, or, you know, you don't want to die and you don't want to kill any of your friends and you don't want to participate in anything like that. You know, and I don't think that you'd want to jump anybody if you were sober. And I mean, even if you're sober and I mean, it's like, I understand fighting. At school, back in the day, there's so many situations where two guys got problems and they duke it out. But you know what? It's disgusting when it comes to a pile of kids kicking someone when they're on the ground and they can't get up, and they're getting their shirts ripped, or kicking people in the back, and someone's kicking. That's disgusting. That's cowardly. That's cowardly. You're a coward when you do that. That's like, there's no need for that. Nobody deserves to have that. I mean, don't get it wrong. There's horrible people out there that deserve much worse than that. And you heard it out my mouth just now. But you know what? It's not your job to do that, or mine, because then guess what? You're the one going to jail, and your family's going to miss you, and then what? And you know what? You're right. We do got to get involved and figure out the system and getting them to do their jobs. I mean, there's a lot of things that need to change, and a lot of things that need to happen, and a lot of things that need to be enforced. And I'm telling you right now, it takes a community, takes all of us to just get together. Like, parents need to get together, figure some stuff out. Certain kids need their cell phones taken and their car taken, or, you know, money taken. I mean, look. Anytime I got in trouble for assaulting a kid I have a huge record. And anytime I did anything wrong as a juvenile, as an adult, man, I got in trouble and I went to juvie for it, or jail for it, or prison. And you know what? This is the first time in my life where I've actually changed my life, and I'm changing my life for the better. And you know, I hope that none of you have to wait that long. I hope you can change your life just by listening to this, or listening to somebody else tell you something before it's too late, before you're dead, before you're overdosed, before you're locked up in prison with a bunch of ugly tattoos. All right? For being a punk. And you know, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you will regret it. Take it from me. Keep a clean record. Get some good grades. Get out of school. Life goes on, you know. You're going to go through relationships, you're going to go through this, you're going to go through that, you're going to experience, but just be safe and learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from all the things they say. Man, I wish I could go back in time and do so many things over. I do. But you know what? All the things I've been through is what makes me today. And I'm actually proud of myself. And I do love myself. It's hard. I've never understood that concept, but you know, I'm a good dad. I'm a good friend, a good brother, good son, good uncle. I am. I'm good. I want to be good. I choose to be good. You have to make that choice in your head, in your actions. You gotta, you know, I don't know. I've done bad things. Gotten in trouble a lot, and I feel like it's up to me, it's my turn, or it's my job to share all these experiences that I survived. Like I had angels looking out for me. I don't know, countless car accidents and crashes and situations where I could be dead. And I mean drugs, guns, high-speed chases, got helicopters chasing me. Like something you'd see on the show Cops. I mean, I've had guns pulled at me, and so many different. I mean, I almost died as a kid a lot of times too. random like treat, just a lot of stuff. But I'm alive. And so my kids, they got a dad that doesn't shelter them. I don't shelter my kids. I teach them the truth. I don't lie to them. I want them to be advanced to know, give them skills and tools to use in this world, because this world's full of things to destroy their life, to destroy your life. And we got to prevent that as much as we can by giving them tools and skills to, and the truth. And sometimes the truth, like I hear a lot of people like, I don't talk to my kid. You know what? Good for you. Don't tell your kids the truth until they're till it's too late. I'm raising my kids like we live out in Alaska and there's grizzly bears and this and that. Like there's monsters out in this world. There's kidnappers out in this world. There's drugs, fentanyl out in this world. There's so many disgusting, evil things out in this world. So take your head out of your ass and don't be so naive. It's real out here. People die. You know how people can die? A lot of ways. A lot of ways you could die in this world. So you want to teach your kids how to stay alive, how to survive. Okay? And you also want to teach your kids not to be bullies. Yeah. You want to teach your kids to be men and women of honor and respect and manners and love and share and care and be kind. Look out for one another. And I'm sick and tired of you punks. I am. Some of you adults are punks. And you know what? Me right there calling you a punk isn't really the right approach to this. So let me back it up. Whatever's in your head that makes you think it's okay, for your kids, just, what to do or go put, you know what? Like, what was there? There's a saying like, let's see. I don't know if I word this right, but, God's kid comes home from school today in trouble and God makes him go write a bunch of apology letters and do the dishes and all these chores and sends him outside to this and that. And Satan's kid comes home from school after getting in a fight or getting in trouble and he goes, "Did you punch him you punched him in the nose? Good job, son," or whatever. And it's just like, it's that type of thing, man. It's like, God loves his son because he's teaching him a lesson, and he loves him and he's teaching him a hard lesson because he loves him. And it's like, you might not feel comfortable with putting your kid in his place or having that uncomfortable talk. And don't beat them or yell at them or scream or do the same thing that they're doing. Maybe that's the reason why they're going and doing that to kids at school, because you yell at them. I don't know what's going on at home. And personally, I don't give a fuck, but figure it out. Figure it out. This bully shit, look, I got bullied when I was a kid, and guess what? I learned to be the bigger, better bully. And that wasn't good. You know what? Not good. Because having to become that big, I'm 42 years old and finally taking down defense mechanisms, and it's tough. But I want to love people. I want to get love. I don't want to have a headache. I don't want to feel uncomfortable or have problems with somebody. That always gives me anxiety or stress. What's so there ain't nothing good about fighting and arguing. Just disconnect from those people. Or you don't get along with people, then don't mess. If you got to be in the same room with them for a little bit or at the same school, do it. Just don't talk to each other. Don't make eye contact if you can't stand each other. I don't know, but there's just no excuse for jumping people. There's no excuse for bullying people, because guess what? I promise you somebody else is going to come bully you. Me and Barrett Farber were just talking about this. We got one of our brothers, Kevin Surza, in high school. If y'all know Kevin, somebody messed with him, I think, and the boys went and took care of that. So please believe, the cycle must stop. We can't just, these bullies over here bullied so-and-so, now we're going to go bully them. Then his cycle continues. So you can't just keep it going. Somebody's got to be the bigger, better person, And I'm pretty hurt to say that There's a lot of girls out there bullying girls and fighting everywhere. Not okay. And you know what? Yeah, I gotta say it. I those of you that know me know that I'm recently sober from alcohol. I'm an alcoholic, and look, hurt people hurt people. I was in a bad place, and you know, when your family breaks up and you get cheated on, or you find out the people that you love that you thought were your soulmate or whatever turn into the biggest backstabbers in your life, that hurts. You know, when I found out the hard way with that, and then my dog gets shot and killed, and just like, you know, it's scary. What do? Your whole life's upside down. I contemplated suicide a few times. And, you know, I drank. I was drinking myself to death. I was drinking myself on the couch, spilling beer passing out on the couch with beer in my lap. You know, and it hurt. And then when you don't know where your kid is and you're panicked and all that stuff, you go from having a family and a home and house and the pets and kids and blah, blah, blah. Warm, cozy, blessed house out in the woods. I mean, just blessed. Just everything's going good. And then your life's upside down. Well, you know what? I could have done worse. I could have drank myself to death. No, I could have done worse. You know? I chose to never have guns around me. I got rid of any gun. The only gun I have is a pellet gun. You know? So I chose to remove alcohol from my life because alcohol, it's the worst. It's been my problem my whole life. You know, and I've done so many bad, stupid things under the influence of alcohol, you know. And I'm ashamed of it. I'm embarrassed about it, but you know, the truth sets you free. And I can't drink. Alcohol can't be a part of my life. It just can't be a part of my life anymore. And I choose this new life. And it's beautiful already. And I encourage others to seek it. I tell you, I promise you it's better being sober, being hungover all the time with a stomach ache, dehydrated, with the shakes, feeling like shit at work. Come on now, you already know. And all the drugs, I never got into the whole drug thing. I smoked weed and I drank alcohol. And anyways, you know, it's really rough. All of it is. It's easier said than done. I mean, you get emotional. You got to go a while. Look, I pray that people can find a way out before it's too late, because there's a fork in the road. A Y in the road. All right, y'all? There's a Y in the road. And you get to make that choice which road you go down, right or left. You want to keep going down that road, drinking, ruining your life, doing drugs, ruining your life and your family's lives and the people around you that care about you? Or do you want to go down the other road, down the right side, where you make them proud of you and you're healthy and happy and can fix things? And I'm telling you, you can fix things. A lot of people think that you've fucked up too bad and there's no way out. But that's not true. With time is a healer. Time is a healer, and you can really, I wish I could just share so many different scenarios of people that I know that, you know, I could have considered complete pieces of shit that are now beautiful, amazing people that I can trust, and more than I can trust others. You know, it's easy to trust an asshole because they have no problem telling you, you know, what they feel. But if you could learn how to not be an asshole and approach somebody in a different, respectful way, you could probably reach them a lot better than being an asshole. But, you know, we all gotta, somehow, some way, we all gotta get along and figure this shit out. There's so many different groups of people separated. And then there's certain things that happen to keep us separated. So it's another big reason why forgiveness is very important. It's a big, big part in human life, to success, to freedom and peace and clean conscience. You know, rest in peace to all the dead. God bless the dead. You know, I'd like to believe that all of our folks are in heaven looking down on us, or, you know, it's probably not how it is. Who knows how it is? I don't know how it is. There is faith. You can have faith. But I have faith that all of our folks have passed on, are in a better place. You know, we miss them. We wish we could see them and talk to them. And there's just so many of them gone that shouldn't be gone yet. And who knows why? Who knows why we had to lose them like that? But we could keep losing more if we don't figure out ways to prevent this. I want to help. I want to be a part of helping because, you know, I've played a role in being a drunk idiot and damaging shit, ruining relationships, friendships, embarrassing myself. I've even hurt people under the influence of alcohol, you know? Blackout. I could have been hurt, you know? You know, and I've already, when I say I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed, I am, because, you know, drugs and alcohol is a disease. It's bad. But it's like I should already know better, right? And I do know better. But once you drink and swallow down that alcohol, there goes all the thinking. It's gone. It doesn't matter what the prison time you've done or the jail or the this and that. And that's why people like me and people like those of you that are like that, you can't drink, and you have to make that decision, and you have to say, hey, alcohol is not a part of my life anymore, and it's not going to be just as simple as that. You must surround yourself with new people, sponsor, whatever you got to do, and get that alcohol or that drug or that addiction out of your life that's ruining, that's going to kill you, that's going to ruin your family, if it hasn't already. You know, most of these people that I've read off tonight, drugs, alcohol, crashing yeah. So let's talk about that. You know, this list is way bigger than that. It's so long. It's scary, because tonight when I was preparing this, and I've been preparing this for weeks, tonight when I was rewriting some stuff out, it's just like, it's scary. Like, who the fuck is next? Who's next? You know, who's it going to be? Is it going to be one of my, I mean, I'm just praying. Just know that when I felt that thought or feeling, I immediately pray right now. I pray for all of you, for all of us, for all of our children. I pray for all of our safety. I pray for help. I pray for the great Holy Spirit to come into your lives and give you some kind of glow, some kind of power, some kind of something to latch on. Like, it's crazy, guys. It's hard. So it's like drug and alcohol addiction or any addiction is like, if you want out, if you do, just say a prayer like, God, please help me or something, and reach out. Just reach out. Like there's a rope hanging and there's great white sharks underneath you about to come up and get you. Grab onto that rope. Let that helicopter pull you up into the air. Hold on tight. Hold on tight, because you're almost to shore. You get to shore, you get dropped on that dry land. You're still not safe. You're still not safe. So you got to get to dry land first, and then we can figure it out together. But you can't do it alone. And I don't want to lose no more people. I don't want to lose anybody. I say we shouldn't be dying early. There's people that have committed suicide. I mean, I know those of you out there that know me know that I'm a lover, that I love you, that I don't mean no disrespect, but, I remember when my brother, Chris Martinez, was just at my house not too long before he died, and he was tweaking, and I didn't really want him around Dublin at the time because he was little, but I still trusted Chris, so he come over anyways. But he's tweaking. He was into the meth, and I remember he couldn't breathe on the way to the hospital, and it was the first, and he passed on the way to the hospital, and because he couldn't get air into his lungs. And it's like, man, I miss him. And he was the first person I've ever seen, not in an open casket, but out on a table like that. I mean, that shit, I still trip off that. My brother Pete Bodonic and his mother, Melon, I mean, back in the day in Nevada City, that was where I went to the doctor's office to his mom. His mom was like the sweetest woman in the world. Like, there's no one was sweeter than Melon. And me and Pete, we used to get in blackberry fights as kids in Nevada City in our nice clothes our moms bought us, and come home and our moms were pissed. Me and Pete got into a blackberry fight, and rest in peace, Pete, Chris. My ex-girlfriend, Eileen Pelt. We were teenagers, and our younger adult life, boyfriend and girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. She was murdered, hanging out with the wrong crowd, doing meth with some crazy psychopath. Stabbed her in the throat down in Sacramento somewhere and pushed her out of a car. Put a knife to her own mother's throat. And, in court, he tried to attack the judge, and the bailiff shot him down in the courtroom. It's crazy. That was my girlfriend. Eileen Pelt was one of the most sweetest girls ever, just so full of love. Uncle Billy, Uncle Jimmy, Uncle Billy. When I ran away from home, Uncle Billy let me live at his house. Derek Marinaguera and Desham. Man, Derek, man, he same thing. He took care of me when I was out on the streets. Ran away from home. Wasn't going home either. Katie, both Derek and Katie, they were like mom and dad to me. Take me up to that house way up there on North Bloomfield and stay there with their family. Desham tried to kill himself in the jail, hung himself. And I was coming out of the hospital one night because put my van into park. I thought it was in reverse. It crushed me into a tree in my dad's driveway, and I broke my ribs. And I was just getting out of the hospital, and as I'm coming out of the hospital, here comes Derek and Katie saying Desham just tried to kill himself, and he's on life support. Hung himself in Wayne Brown. Fucking love Desham. I love Derek. Derek killed on Highway 20 by a big semi, coming home to his 3 boys and his new wife that's pregnant with his daughter that he never got to meet. Sal, their dad. Man. Travis Pate. All the memories with all these folks, man. Levi Wrist, man. I love that dude, man. Travis Consoli. Remember Garlic in Nevada City. Fuck. I'm just looking at all these names. Luke Roberts. Man. Ricky Bonilla. Man, when I ran away, I lived with Randy Bonilla, Danny Bonilla, Sean Callahan. Rest in peace, Sean. Sean Callahan. Remember mobbing around in the little black Acura with you and Danny every day. We lived together in the apartments with Ricky. Ricky done lost his mind, man. Drugs. Thought there was feds, planted bugs in his teeth. Remember, his mom and I were the ones that took him to Kmart back when there was just Walkmans. Ricky bought a Walkman cassette tape with Too Short, Metallica, a couple other things. And we drove him down to the bus stop so he could go work with his grandpa or his uncle in San Francisco. He lost it down there, and I guess he stole a beer or something on the job site and left. He jumped off the Golden Gate State Bridge. That's my brother, Ricky Bonilla. Jumped off the Golden Gate State Bridge. I ain't bullshitting you. Yeah, these are my people. This is what's happened to my people in my life. I'm like, shouts out to Ronald Bassett's brother. He's dear to me. I never got to meet him. I'm just going to say I'm an animal person, and I got to send a shout out to all my dogs. Tyson, Sirius, Boston, Kipper, Maggie, Sophie, Corona, Dabs, Tahoe, Hawk, Toby, Kai, Kamea, Dia, Kane. All my dogs. Man, rest in peace, Joe Wagner. Gonna have to get some justice for you, brother. Yeah, Paul Scott, man. Chris Scott. PJ. Larry Terronez. Larry Bear. Man. I remember when you and me were playing video games, man, all the time in the couch, and you just had selective hearing, man. I could not get you to budge nothing, man, unless I were to stand in front of the TV or something. But man, I just miss you, man. I miss all of them. Jason Pinedo just died recently to fentanyl. Man, he was on fire. Always looking out for me, calling and checking on me. And this is just in this recent year, just like all over the place for all of us. Like he loved all of us. I mean, and that's proof there's a God. Like that man went from straight up gangster, banging, to loving people and spreading love and going to church, and just went out one night to go hang out with some girls or some friends, and yeah, that bullshit's out there. There's people that actually sell that bullshit. Fuck you. You heard me. You better throw that shit in the trash. As a matter of fact, do the right thing. Clear your conscience. Stop. Quit killing people. Stop. Stop killing yourself. Man. My boy Chad, man, to heroin. So many people dying from heroin, and it's out in Kim. We got, oh man, Stewart, man. Used to see Stewart riding his bike. Man, I love Stewart. Old Stewie. Mike Bond, man. Fuck. Joel Petty. Greg Piska, man, Dirty. Man, I remember OG Dirty. He used to pick me up in his Impala. I was the little homie. He used to, what is this Rob Fellhopper shit right here? What is that all about? I got a big list here I'm going through, and I don't like this. Man. You know, this is raw. And you feel me? This is raw. This is just how I'm doing it. You know when I was a kid, I know y'all know Drew Pawnee. Drew Pawnee introduced me to this guy, Justin Johnson Dupree Senior. You know, and he met me, he met Pete, Tyler, all them. You know, anyhow, I told you, I ran away from home. My parents got a divorce, and I ran away from home, and I was all over the place. But this is another man that took me in, let me stay with him and his wife and kids in an apartment complex. Like whenever, one of the only people, like, no matter what, at any time, just let me kick it on his couch, play video games with him or eat dinner with him. Shouts out to Justin, man. And, you know, alcohol. I don't know if he was into drugs, but I know he was into alcohol, but he got into some domestic violence, and the cops came to his house, and he blew his head off in his son's room with a 9mm. And I heard the shots. And something just told me something wasn't right, because he always had a pistol, and he wasn't from around Grass Valley. And so I'm just walking. I walked all the way back up to the apartments, and the whole entire place was closed off with lines like the yellow tape. In Grass Valley, as a kid. Me. I remember stories about Chris Scott and juvenile hall and all this shit, man, and that scared me to go to juvenile hall, and I went and spent time in juvenile hall. Listen. Juvenile hall and jail in this little small town ain't shit. And you think you're cool? I went to prison. I've seen people, I've seen northerners muscle another northerner off the 3rd tier. 3 tiers. Launched him off the 3rd tier. And he lived. My first week in prison, going to the laundry exchange, walking by, some dude had a smile on his face, and the dude right behind me, he sliced his face from forehead to chin, blood everywhere. One guy had to go to the infirmary, the other guy went to the hole while the alarms are going off, and all of us are face down on disgusting ground. Some other inmates come and mop the blood up. Back to laundry exchange. There's people stabbed in the head, going to breakfast in the morning, get maced bear maced because people want to fight. Look, that ain't nothing. I could tell you, I'm not even going to tell you everything that goes down. It's not fun, and it's getting worse. Food's getting worse. You don't want to be violent. You don't want to hurt people. There's people out there you're probably thinking, yes, I do, Ryan. I want to hurt these people. Well, they better be like seriously bad people. Because I understand, but you got to let the law do their job. You got to stop acting like you think you're the mob, or you're a tough guy or a good fella. You're not. If you are, you don't talk about nothing. We live in Grass Valley. We live in a beautiful, small little town. And, we're not welcoming none of that crime or violence or drugs. I mean, alcohol's everywhere. That's a sore subject. That's bad. That's a bad one right there. I mean, you point a finger at people. There's always 3 fingers pointed back at you. There's always some argument. There's always some bullshit. It's like, it's never ending till we finally, you know what? Isn't it weird how everybody usually gets together at a funeral? Oh, now you're all together. Now you're all talking. Why has it got to be like that? Why we all got to go to another funeral? Why can't we all meet up together now as friends and family and stop and prevent some of these things from happening? Let's prevent the next bully kids getting jumped. And not just these kids that are getting severely hurt, but your other kids that are going to get these charges, and they're not going to go, they're getting their scholarships taken, or they're not going to make it in life. Now they're going to be losers. You know what? Step it up, Pops. Step it up, Mom. And I salute all you parents out there that are dedicated to your kids and their life and their well-being, and not just theirs, but others. Like, it takes a community. We got to, and it's not like I just all of a sudden being like this. I'm an alcoholic. I'm allergic to alcohol. Those of you that know me know that it's like, oh shit, soon as the alcohol trickles down his throat, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, like there goes Ryan. There goes sweet Ryan. Here comes Psycho Ryan. And you know what? We gotta nip this shit in the butt together. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. These moms out here that are pissed off can't do it alone. These dads out here that can't, you know what I mean? What's going on here? Is your Netflix and your little show and your little your grumpy ass wife, you know what I mean? Like all that's just so important right now, huh? You guys can't just get involved for a little bit, somehow, some way. Together we're stronger, right? Like we could take care of things better. Like we don't have to go like when it's just one person standing against a crowd. It's hard and it's crazy and they stand out like a sore thumb. But when it's a group standing against a crowd, that group might just grow till, I'm not trying to pick no fights or set people against each other. I'm actually trying to do the opposite. I'm actually like, yo, who agrees with me? Who's fed up with hearing this shit? Or who's fed up with hearing that shit? Okay, let's not fight. Let's get along. Let's talk about it. Let's sit down. Let's write down some solutions and let's fucking act on them. Man, my whole life I see people talk. I see solutions. I see nothing get done. Oh, will this and oh, will that. Well, oh, quit playing these games. No more games. Let's take this shit serious. Let's take these kids serious. Let's take our lives serious before it's too late. Please. Before it's too late. You know, and look at this. My name is Ryan Doty. And if anybody knows me, sending some rest in peace or some shots out to people that have passed, you know, I'd usually have a drink with me right now. I'd usually be pouring out some liquor, you know? And I'd probably be sounding sloppy too and not getting through to nobody. Maybe some people would laugh at me like a clown. I'm sipping on some coffee right now. I got my water. And I switched to decaf too. Anyhow, it's hard. I have days when it's hard, and I feel like, and it's getting easier. You know, you want to go and like drink your thoughts away, numb your pain, but it's only going to get worse. You want to go do drugs or pop that pill or slam that shit or whatever you do. You want to do that to numb I get it. You want to numb your thoughts. You don't want to think all this pain or what's happening. You know, there's hope. There's a way to crawl out of your hole. And I know you don't want to die. I know you don't choose death. You're stuck. You got to ask for help. You got to start somewhere, and you got to ask for help, and you got to crawl out and latch on to that rope before it's too late. Now, oh man, all these people that I named off, there's more, and I'm gonna be getting to it. I'm gonna get to a better list prepared. Just bear with me, you know. I want to send out the shots out a little better. Maybe I'll have somebody come on with me. I'm alone tonight. Just me. You know, raw and authentic, straight from the heart. Nothing but love and respect. I come in peace. I don't mean no harm. I just care. I promise you I care. On my soul, on everything I love, I care. And I want to help who I can help, who will allow help. You gotta make the choice. And it goes for not just alcohol, drugs, you know, violence. Some people are sex addicts. Some people are addicted to, like, I don't know, right? I mean, some people are addicted to things to where they're not bad, but they take away too much time from the family. You know, some people are addicted to gambling. Some people are addicted to their phone. Some people are addicted to drama. Some people are addicted to shit, man. There's a lot of things you could be addicted to. But if it's damaging your life, then it's most likely time to put it down. I don't know how much more life you think you have left. For me, I don't know. But I know that I want to live the rest of my life better. I feel like I've had a good and bad life. I've had a very good life. I've experienced a lot. I've been blessed with a lot. I'm grateful for my kids. But I've also had a rough life, hard and toughened me up, roughing me up. And, you know, a lot of people, thank God, have reminded me, not like I don't know who I am, but they've activated certain things inside me, and it's just like, wow, I forgot about all that. You forget about simple little things like food and drink, things that you didn't eat or drink when you were high or drinking alcohol. You can get your health back. Your lungs can heal, like full circle, damn near. If it's not too late, it's not too late to quit smoking cigarettes or meth or doing heroin or drinking. It's not too late. You keep doing it, you'll die, kill yourself or someone else, but it's not too late. It's not too late. And some people can't just stop drinking hard alcohol that fast. They gotta have the hospital help them or wean it off. And so I don't know all these different things. All I know is there's help out there, and so much more help than there used to be. So much more help these days. I got a lot of help in my life right now. I'm very grateful for that. But I will say, I had to reach out. I had to hit a rock bottom. I had to. Closed mouths don't get fed. You're not gonna. You don't say something, no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know if you don't say something, or, hey, help. So, anyhow, so many people passed away. Drugs, alcohol. Reach out to me. Reach out to me about our community's problems. I promise you, the one thing I'm going to do is pray about it first. And, we've got help. We got support. You don't need to talk shit about people, especially if you don't know them. Look into people, talk to people, get to know people, make friends with people, build a relationship with people. We can change shit together. We can work things out. It's just like this stupid little Republican Democrat bullshit, or Bloods and Crips bullshit. When the black men go to prison, the Bloods and Crips go to prison, it's the black mafia family. It's the family. They don't. So this Democrat and Republican bullshit, the liberal, all this bullshit, dude. We're Americans. Shut up. I don't want you. You make me sick, because you're supposed to be the elderlies or the leaders, and you just make me sick. All I hear is arguing. I have common sense, and I look at this and I just go, you all make me sick. I mean, I hate hearing people talk politics so much. It's because we're all Americans. If you live in America, you're an American. So why is it you're trying to act like Bloods and Crips, knowing damn well you won't make it? You all die and kill each other off, and us in the process of it. It's like a big shootout. Shut the hell up. Sit down, have some manners and some respect, and have a conversation. And, it's getting to the point where, hanging around the corner with signs don't help, don't do nothing. We all need to be up at the Root Center. We all need to be literally like researching these people and what they're all about deep before we vote for them. Whatever it is, we need to be involved, because guess what? They love to fill your time with those shows and Netflix and all those apps on your phone and all these things that could just suck your time and drain you. I mean, it does to me sometimes. Just when I put my phone down and I go outside, it's like, wow, I don't do that enough. I need to do that more. But, we feel like we need to network and communicate and know what's going on. But really, there's just so many things to just sidetrack us from what needs to be done. They're passing laws, when we're asleep. They're doing. It's like, how do we let them do that? We, the people, need to stand up together. You, me, no, no different sides or whatever. We're all humans, right? We all got kids that go to the same school, you know. And back to the whole violence thing. We got to get involved on that too. We got to get involved on that big time and immediately. I know I am. I'm going to be getting involved starting now. I don't care what I've done in my life or done. I've learned from my lessons and my mistakes, and you just gotta start somewhere. We can't have kids being jumped. Take it from me and all my brothers and sisters. We've been at parties where people's heads have been split open and could have died, vice versa, jumped, kicked, and man, it's scary. And 9 times out of 10, people are drunk, fighting over some stupid shit anyways in the first place. Dysfunction. I grew up in an alcoholic home with dysfunction. I mean, not all the time. My younger life was good when I was little. But then, I got older, and about 6th, 7th grade, parents started fighting, and I could hear them in the garage fighting, and then I'd run back to the couch with my brother and act like I didn't hear it. And then, you know what? Looking back now, that affected me big time. And then, when your mom and your dad drinks alcohol, they have it, you could steal it and get it. So it's like, we can't do things, parents, and expect our kids not to do them. See, that's pretty fucked up, right? But it's true. And I know we're all guilty of it. So I'm trying to, I really am, as much as you still hear me cuss here and there, I really am trying to work on my language. I am. I carry myself as a gentleman wherever I go, but, I do cuss here and there. And but I'm working on it. It's hard. One thing at a time. Well, as many things as we can accomplish together, the better. Exercising is a good replacement for drinking and drugs. Then the feeling you get from exercise can get you high. It's no joke. Very true. And it's a fucked up, excuse my language, it's a really rough road coming out of a hole, getting sober. Some people want to just end themselves. Some people don't make it and they give up. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons to live, y'all. A lot of reasons to live a better life. I don't expect everybody to just change overnight. But make a better change for your kids. Make a better change for your life or your parents. Make them proud, If you can, reach out. If you're ready, reach out. We're connected. We got all kinds of different help out here. And I promise you that. And I'm not lying to you. It's as simple as making a phone call and connecting people with who they need to be connected with. And, listen, I am connected and I am a leader. And I can actually say that. I'm not a cocky person. I'm very humble, but I can actually say that I know that I'm a leader. And let me say this, being a leader. It's okay if you fucked up. If as long as you feel bad about it, there's forgiveness, and you can change, you can do better, you can apologize to somebody, you can try to make it right. You know, time's a healer. You never know. So, you know, if you fucked up, you feel bad, do something about it. Go and fix it. Make it better if you can. You know, if you owe somebody an apology, just go do it. Just do it. If you're wrong, do it. It'll feel good. Man up. Man up or woman up and do it. If you owe someone an apology. If somebody owes you an apology, don't go demanding it. Don't go looking for it. You know? Because you don't want something that they don't mean. You know? But I will say this, there's hope. There is hope. If you want hope, there's hope. I can promise those of you hope. You know? But I don't want nobody else to die at an early age like this, like that. You know? It's sad. It's tragic. It's like, man, we can never talk to these people again. You know, unless there truly is a heaven that we get to go to and be with them. You know, we can't get people back after they're gone. Who knows if this is it? If there's nothing after this life, we should take it more seriously. I'm taking my life more serious. Right now, as much as I'm scared to death about certain things, I feel hope. And I know I'm sober. That's a good thing. I know that my kids are okay. I know that, you know, I'm actually not as okay as I say. I'm actually very messed up about my mom. You know, my mom is still alive, but she's been transported to a home in Sacramento, and I haven't been able to see her yet. And going from seeing my mom twice a day, knowing the sweet nurses that are in there with her, to not knowing who she's with. Now, my grandpa Fred, rest in peace, had Alzheimer's. And, you know, obviously it runs in the family, and my mom has dementia. I don't know the real difference between dementia or Alzheimer's, but similar, I'm sure. I'm sure someone could break that down to me. But my mom did drink a lot of alcohol and vodka and stuff like that during COVID and before then. She's been an alcoholic with rum, vodka, my whole life. Cocktails, you know, my whole family. And that's another thing, is I don't go to the family things, and I don't know if I'll even see any of my mom's siblings anymore. I don't ever want to be around any of them when they're under the influence of alcohol. They're annoying. They're just sarcastic, and I wouldn't even say silly, just dumb. And I'm sure I've been dumbass drunk before too. All the dysfunctional fights, all the stupidness from alcohol. You put that drink into your down your throat and you change. There you go. Take a swig. Oh, now you're tingling with warmth and getting all loose. And then you drink some more, and then we just turn into idiots. No matter what. You're impaired, you can't drive right. You can't see that you're in slow motion. You can crash and die. Fly through your windshield. So I mean, even for those of you out there that are going to drink and go to clubs and still got to go out to the bars while your kids are at home and still out there partying like high school, just at least get an Uber or a taxi because your kids are still at home and they need you. And to all you parents out there that do have kids, and you're still snorting coke and partying and this and that, shame on you. Because I make no excuses for myself. I found myself out not looking for trouble, but just when the broken home, when you got a broken home, it's like it sucks. I feel for those out there going through it. Separations, all that stuff hurts. It hurts. Sometimes it makes you want to hurt others. Sometimes it makes you want to hurt yourself. But yeah. It's like I didn't want that. I've had 3 families, broken families now. My parents, my son's mom and I, my daughter's mom and I. And it's like, alcohol, yeah, just, I'm trying to stay on point with shit, but I just want to reach you. I just want to reach you. That's all. I want to share how much better it can be. And, yeah, life can be better. And, we're not done. We're going to get into more of this violence going on. We're going to get into more of the drugs and alcohol. And well, you know it. We all got to figure this out. I don't know what to say about the alcohol thing because it's sold everywhere. You can get it anywhere, anytime, everywhere. Even kids can steal it from their parent, whatever. You can get alcohol real easily. And I don't think you could get drugs just as easy as you can get alcohol, but you can get them very easily. And, yeah. I'll tell you right now, I catch any of you out there selling that shit, you're out of here. You're not welcome in Grass Valley. Bounce. You ain't gonna pollute this town. And I'm not the only one. I don't want to stand alone for a second, sucker. You think I'm playing with you? You think I'm playing with you? You think I play? Ask about me. I don't play. But I ain't gonna be getting violent. I wish I could go meet up with the task force and tell me where they're at, guys. You guys don't got to get your hands dirty tonight. Just let me just secure my freedom. I'll handle this. Where are they at? Who's selling that fentanyl? Who's selling all that bullshit? I'll go get them, but I can't. It's not my job. It's their job. So yes, there's a problem. They got to do their job, but we got to help them do their job. And you got to, you know what? You're damn right. We're not playing with you. You ain't selling that shit in our town. I swear to God, don't even let me find out you're selling blow. I ain't playing with you. This is a small little community where we raise our children, and I ain't playing with you. Nah. I'm clear-headed, and I'm sober, cool, calm, and collective. And I'll play my cards right. I will be successful. We will win together. We do not need to put up with this shit no more. Fuck alcohol. Fuck drugs. They're not good for you. Promise you. There's those folks out there that could have a glass of wine or two. Ladies and gentlemen out there in a fancy restaurant. I see them people. I'm not one of them. Leave them alone because they're responsible They don't got no record. They ain't got no trouble, this and that. Leave them alone. I'm not talking about you know, I mean, obviously they don't have a problem. And you know what? Don't envy them and don't worry about them, because you and I are not one of them. If you're an alcoholic like I am, you know, can't drink. And I have to change my whole freaking life. I can't drink. I can't have a, you know, when I'm through all my mess and all my court and all my problems and this and that, I mean, financial, all of it, because I don't want to bring any baggage into a relationship, and I want to become the best version of me for once in my life instead of rushing into anything and this and that. But, yo, alcohol, I couldn't have a woman that drinks, you know. I got to change my whole life to where I figure it out, to where I got it. Not get it for a year or two, get it for a few years, get with some chick and then start drinking again, find myself with another DUI again, back in court again. No, I don't think so. I made a commitment, and you know, I promise, I make a commitment to a lot of people, you know, the courts, everybody. And it's hard, so that's why it takes a community. I need Project Heart. I need Aspire. I need my brothers. I need sober people around me. And you know, I got other people getting sober. It feels good. I got other people coming to Project Heart with me. I got other people. I'm helping my town. So that helps me feel better. And you could do that too. You could quit. You could help me. I need help. We need help. We need more people to take their head out of their ass. I had to take my head out of my ass. I was guilty of this and that. You know. It's sad that we have all these solutions and we have all this help, but we don't have you guys participating or coming in and helping participate. Like, you know, let's get together, get a game plan with all this violence, for one, with these kids and the youth. I don't really know of many adults or older people right now fighting and beating each other up. I haven't heard of much of that lately. Unless one of these dumbasses go to the bar, find themselves at the bar, drinking, losing your mind. It's all bad. Fuck going to the bars. What are the bars for? I mean, some people like to have some company, not just, oh man. You ain't going to find me in the bars. First of all, shitty music, annoying people, just no fun. I don't know about you, but yeah, it doesn't sound fun to me. I do like concerts and whatnot, but like if I go to a concert, I'm not going to be drinking or raging. So I'm changing my life, so I probably won't go to no raging concert. I'll probably go to like comedy or something. I just got to change I just got to know that I got to replace the bad with good things, you know? And there's a lot of void in my life. There's probably a lot of void in your life. There's a lot of things. You got to fill those things though with good, positive things, you know? And you just got to try harder, you know? Too many people. We don't need to lose no more people. You know, I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best to create something peaceful here, something good here and positive here, y'all. So I'm trying my best not to get involved with the drama or all these sides, taking side to this and that. But I did have some folks send me some video footage tonight wanting to get on the podcast, and there's a few different situations and things with people wanting to get on the podcast and voice things, and I want to give that to everybody, but I want to do it the right way. And I'm not trying to butter nobody up here, but I am going to warm this topic up to everybody because it's coming. We're going to get down to it. But this footage that I see, a lot of different footage, like different times, different just girls beating girls up in bathrooms. And this, you should hear this. I've heard it all. I just haven't been involved. I haven't been in high school for a long time. So, I remember a lot of mean things happening, mean kids. It's a cruel world. But this video footage that I just saw, first of all, I'm glad that my son was not involved in any of that. I'm actually really glad that my son's hanging out with one of his buddies is actually a sheriff's kid. Good kid. Now, I'm not saying your kid's a bad kid, the good kid's bad kids. They're all good kids. But listen, when there's stuff going on at home with certain families or parents that I wouldn't say they're bad, but making bad choices, bad shit's happening, I'd rather my kids hang out with people, with kids that aren't getting in trouble, that are doing sports or fun stuff, because their parents lead them in the right direction. It's no one wants to pick or choose or sides and this and that or point fingers, but it's just the facts. It's true. Just like me, I can't hang out with certain people anymore. I got to stay away from certain people. Even people that upset me. I've got to, why do I want to sit around and communicate or talk with somebody that upsets me? Just stay away from what's bad for you. If it's not good for you, if it ain't helping you. I could go on and on for hours and hours, ladies and gentlemen, about so many different things, but how about this? How about we try a little harder? It starts with you, it starts with me, it starts with us. How about we try a little harder? How about tomorrow or today, whenever you hear this, how about we just start today? Go to the store and get a notebook and a pen. Keep a pen and a notebook with you and write your notes down, your thoughts. Write them down, don't just think them. Bring them to life. Let's write down what's going on, what needs help, what we don't need, what we do need, solutions to these problems, solutions. I encourage you to look for the solutions and act on them. I'm so tired of knowing that there's solutions, but there's a money problem. That's bullshit. You can find money. You always find money for everything else. So find some money for these solutions and these problems, because they're very serious problems. And you're going to have more problems on your hand if we don't stop them. Fuck racism. Fuck guns and violence and drugs and alcohol. All those are the devil's gifts to you. And you don't want them. Don't take them. We don't need them. There's better gifts for you. And you guys got gifts. So use them. Help people with them. Forgive me. Forgive me because I've messed up too. Forgive me for those that I've hurt or that I've been mean to or any wronged in any way. There. It's easy. It's like, hey, I love you. I'm sorry. It's not that hard. You can right your wrongs. Time's a healer. You can turn around, back up, and go down the other, the Y in the road thing. You can go down the other way. You can reverse. You can turn it around. You can crawl out of that hole. You can grab onto that rope. Get a ride to shore. Because you're about to drown. You're about to drown. without making any threats or sounding tough or, yo, punk, or this or that, or all that type of talk. That's not going to reach nobody. But you're about to drown. Whether if it's a great white shark's coming to bite you, circle back around and finish you off. Don't think that there's always somebody bigger and badder out there. Don't think that you're tough and you're going to go and beat somebody up or go hurt somebody and that's it. Don't think that you can go and rob somebody or get away or do bad things to people and that's it. There's a reaction for every action. There's people that can retaliate. And then the cycle just continues of chaos and more crap that doesn't do anything good for your life or anyone else's life. So, kids, not that I have a bunch of you listening to me. Maybe one of your parents will play this for you. Make you listen to this. You're in trouble. Go sit in your room and listen to Ryan Doty blab on about all the people that have died and all the drugs and alcohol and death. Death. This is a death episode. Rest in peace to all the folks that have died. Our friends, our family that we miss, that we love. They could still be here, but they're gone. And you could be gone too. You could drown. You could die in a car accident. You could die from an overdose from fentanyl. You could die from alcohol poisoning. You could die from a crash. You could die. You could kill somebody too. And wake up not even knowing what happened and just your life is ruined. Your life is ruined and it's over with. But you have a choice and a chance to change. Holy shit. Do it before it's too late. I can't believe that I'm still alive and here today to be talking about this type of stuff on a podcast that I just started a couple weeks ago. Had the mayor at my house. Wow. Got some amazing guests and so many more amazing guests coming. We wanna not have so many bad topics that we gotta talk about so that we can get to the funny ones. I got so many things planned for this podcast, positive, good things that, like my brother Frank said, you could still have fun in recovery. It's not no square-ass, lame-ass shit to quit doing drugs and drinking and go, it's boring and blah, blah. No, it's not. It's not. It's actually more exciting. It's more thrilling, more detailed, more sense. You have more of your senses working. You can taste, smell, feel, hear, all of it better. Life is way better sober, off drugs and alcohol. And I mean, like I said, there's other things too. If you're addicted to these other things that are ruining your life, your family, and this and that, it's a wake-up call time. And I feel it in the air that I want to give you some hope. Once you get sober, you could have anything. You could do anything. It's exciting. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to start crawling or walking or giving a shit about yourself. You got to forgive yourself. Look at all these people that are dead and gone. Holy shit, man. How many more people gotta die? How many more people gotta get beat up? How many more people, you ain't gonna get away with this shit. God, you're embarrassing yourself and your family. I mean, I hope you're not proud of yourself. Because that would mean you're a real piece of shit. If you're proud of hurting someone or if you're proud of... It's just sick. We do sick stuff under the influence of alcohol, though. I do know that. And those of you that have committed hurting people or jumping people or fighting, you know, you should be ashamed of yourself. And, don't do stuff like that. Please. It's time for a good change. It really is. We lost, for example, here's some more rest in peace. Rest in peace to Tupac, Johnny Cash, DMX, Mac Dre, Ozzy Osbourne, Old Dirty Bastard, Lane Staley, Bradley Noel, Kurt Cobain, Chris Cornell. Man, like, just, what in the hell was that? See that shit? I got ghosts coming to visit me now. Either that or it was my cat. Well, folks, what do you think? All alone on this episode, except for me and these ghosts? Let's take our heads out of our ass. Wake up. Wake up. We could do better. Do better. Oh, yeah. Tell you what, I got a little something for y'all. I love this song. And you know what? I keeps it real around these parts. We just keep it real. Real recognize real, right? Real recognize real. And ain't no script. Some people like to stick to the script. We got to rewrite the script. So you could do better, I could do better, we could do better. Yeah. Say no to drugs. Say no to alcohol. Stop fighting. Shake someone's hand. That's a nice hat, bruh. Hey, bruh, that's a dope-ass shirt you got there, bruh. Hey, man. Compliment somebody. Say something nice to somebody. Don't be a hater. Don't be a punk. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a chump. Anyways, I'm going to turn this song off. That's not what I meant. But you could do better. Do better. So, I apologize if I left anybody out. Like I said, I just had to, I kept thinking about this, kept writing more names on it, and I just had to kick this episode off. Rest in peace. God bless the dead. We love you. We ain't forgot about you. And if we did, we need to remember. We need to remember. And also we need to prevent these types of things from happening so we don't lose anyone else. Shit. We gotta stop. We gotta stop all this bullshit, please. Help me. Help me. I'm trying to help. I want to help. Help me. We can help each other. Let's come up with some ideas. Maybe we could meet at the park. Maybe we could meet somewhere, have some barbecues. Yeah. See, boom, you got to use your imagination. Boom, I said it. We're going to be meeting at Condon Park over at the big barbecue by the basketball hoops. And we're just going to have, anybody can show up, but it's going to be all about peace and love, food and water, and some basketball or some frisbee or, throw a football around. Put some music on. listen to some of the local music we got, or meet up somewhere else. Just every night, go to Western Gateway. Let's start all pitching in on some kind of big Nevada County peace barbecue. You know, sober, feeling good, full of energy. So, yo, I'm gonna put on one more song before I get up out of here and go to bed. Well, anyhow, life goes on. Yeah. I love y'all. I love you. I'm gonna pray for all of you. And I love you. I love you. I love you. Let's try to be better to one another. Be more forgiving and thoughtful. Reach out to your loved ones. You know, reach out to your loved ones before it's too late. You never know. Like, don't think about it. Be about it. Do it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. I'm tired of all this lazy, half-assed bullshit. Chewed up grass, man. I don't want to hear it. I'm tired of these excuses. You know? Put your boots on. Get up. Let's go. You know? And make some time. No, I don't want to hear it. Make the time. Yeah. Thank you. Make the time. And write it down. Get your notes. I'm living my life with my pen and my pad. I'm telling you. Take it from your mind. All the way down your neck, out your shoulder, down your arm, out your hand, out your fingers, out the pen, onto the paper. And then you got it. It's right there. What do you think about that? Don't think about it. Be about it. Write it down. Let's put it into action. There's so many solutions. You know, it starts with creativity. Being creative, using your imagination. There's so many things that we can do. And the more of us together, we can do it better. Get shit done. Peace. Love. God bless you all. All of you. I forgive you. I forgive you. You know why I forgive you? Because I want God to forgive me. I want you to forgive me. I want us all to forgive each other and wash our hands clean and head forward towards the light in the right direction. Quit sitting in your fucking diaper. Change your damn diaper. You've been sitting in that diaper for a long time now. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to smell that shit. And you ain't no baby. You ain't a baby. So just try to overcome it. Be strong. Be strong and let it go. Man, it's hard. Tell me about it. It's hard. Be strong and let it go. You know? Just be strong. Give it a try. Do something new. Come anew. Do something different. Do something you're not used to. You know? It's uncomfortable at first, but it gets better. You don't got to be alone either. And you don't got to make another bad choice because you're surrounded by peer pressure. That's a bitch, let me tell you. Here we go. Let me say this. peer pressure's a bitch when you got all the homies and all the homegirls and all these people. Man, that peer pressure is a bitch. You could do things that you don't like doing, that you don't want to do, but be strong because you know that's not you. Do the right thing. Be brave. Be the one in the crowd to just put your foot down and do the right thing. Don't follow suit. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Don't be a coward or a bully. Protect somebody from getting bullied. You know, if you're a big guy or a big girl, don't be a bully. Don't use that to bully people. Use that to protect other people from bullies. Because you're that big old giant that we need to protect us. You know, you're the big guy. You're the big one. Have our back. And then if you're big, you know, and there's no fight, then play football. You know? No more fighting. What do we got to do? Go down to Brunswick with a bunch of signs and down Grass Valley with a bunch of signs. I got to rally the troops and get a bunch of signs that say no fighting? Take it for me, or what? Pictures of things? Like, what do you want to see? You want, you know, I could have my boy Tyler come on here and tell you guys some stories a little crazier than mine. You don't want to end up in a place after you make these shitty decisions, or you wrong somebody or do something and it catches back up to you. You don't want to see certain people. Trust me, there's another side of things. You think you're a tough guy? Think you're a badass? There's always someone that's way more badass than you. Promise. You know, I never really worried about anybody bigger than me or feared anybody. I hit a point or a level when people bullied me or when people messed with me. I just hit a point where, you know, and then I keep hitting new points. Like, I'm at a new point now where, man, I cannot go fight or get in trouble for a second. I don't even want to. I don't want to live a life like that. I see too many people, regular Joes out there living a normal square life. That's how I'm going to live my life. They're happy. That's what I'm talking about. It's all good. You might not be a square, but it's okay to be square, you know? You don't got to be a tough guy or a badass, and that's not attractive. No girls like that. Unless you're hanging out with the wrong girls, you're going to learn about that later too. So I could teach you all a lot about relationships, this, that, guns, violence, drugs, alcohol, sex, rock and roll. Be careful. Be safe. There's a lot of things in this world to destroy you, just waiting for you, like out in the jungle, the snakes, you know, bite you, get you. You might not make it. You might swell up and suffocate right there on the bed of that, right there at that tree stump. Just die. Poison. You know, monsters. There's bad stuff out there just waiting for you. So be safe. Learn about it. Know about it. And be strong. Make the right choice. Don't follow the crowd. Be a leader. Be brave. Do the right thing. And sometimes you got to not do anything, okay? Sometimes you just got to not do anything. Just go home. Just go take your badass home. Don't go with them. They're about to go crash. They're about to go do drugs. They're about to go die. Stay home. Go home. You cannot control others. You can only control yourself. You cannot control what other people do. You can care and love about them, pray about them. You can talk. You can plead your case with them, but you cannot make people do anything. You can only focus on yourself. So, you know, and sometimes you got to be really brave and fight for your people. And nope, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm not leaving your side. So it's a big balance in life. It's all over the place. It's discernment. It is. It's discernment. And it's choose your battles. You know? Yeah. Rest in peace to all our loved ones that have passed. And to all of my friends and family out there, ladies and gentlemen that are still alive, let's continue to survive, stick together, help each other, love one another. Oh, yeah. I know what we're going to end it with. Yeah. So, I love you. Hey, I'm still here. Just looking for a song. There we go. It's another thing too. Don't be filling your mind with a bunch of that negative, crappy rap. You know, I'm hearing a lot of people listening to the dumbest rap. Man, it sucks. The new rap sucks. It's booty, trash. I said it. Anyways, fill your head with something positive because you are what you eat. Ha ha. Yeah, you are what you eat, all right. That's why. Never mind. All right, y'all. I'm at 2 hours all by myself. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I love you. God bless you. Keep your heads up. I'll be praying for you. If you need help, reach out. No more fighting. Because we got a bigger fight. We got to choose our battles, and we got a bigger fight. We all need to stick together and come together and fight this system out here that's disgusting and evil and allowing evil and does evil. We you know, there's some evil things in this world, but we can defeat that evil together. I promise we can. Remember people like William Wallace. Shots out, rest in peace to William Wallace and Robin Hood. And yeah. Let's just let's step up, get up, stand up. Oh yeah. Let's do that one too. Get up, stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Are they gonna fuck with me because I put Bob Marley or someone else's music on my podcast? That would really suck. I doubt it. Rest in peace, Bob Marley. We love you, baby. What a great man. I want to be a great man. So I'm going to strive to be a great man like Bob. Yeah. 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 I love y'all. I love y'all. I know you love me too. Because I've been loving every one of you. Project Heart Gang. Shouts out to all the homies, all the homegirls. Ladies, gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, family, everybody, boys and girls, be good. Keep your records clean. Stay sober and clean. Pay attention in school. Get good grades. Be strong. Exercise. Work hard. Make good money. Take care of your family. Provide. Shouts out to Kili. Provide. All right, all right. God bless. Oh, Christmas time, eh? Let's see here. I got a couple special guests coming tomorrow and the next day. And then Friday's court for me. So I'm going to need all the prayers I can get. All Daddy wants for Christmas is his freedom and his kids. And somebody to give me a ride down to see my mama. Happy holidays. Keep your heads up. Think positive. Be good. I love you. Good night.